but having him on the field, that connective tissue of being able to sweep in front of that back line, but also get the ball back to Rusnak, Roldan, Morris, Schultz to move around, but Kubas ultimately in front of that back line. And that back three, they've been really good as well. Takaoka obviously in goal.
In fact, experience with this rivalry against Vancouver from all the way back in the 1980s. We're underway inside Lumen Field. Another night for this Cascadia Cup rivalry between the Sounders and Vancouver Whitecaps.
What you want to do on paper tactically versus the reality of your team and the opponent you're playing against.
Roldan, interior to his older brother, deflected on the way in. Takaoka had to readjust his feet, but he did really well to get down on his left-hand side. In between two Sounders players on the return pass. This is better here from Vancouver. Gauld will relay it wide for Ali Ahmed. Matched up against Alex Roldan. Back out top, Vite to hit it out in front. Not the cleanest save there from Stefan Frei, but it did the job on this occasion.
Whip it in behind the back line. 3 ways that the Sounders can beat you from wide areas.
Short corner into the feet of Roldan. Back for Rusnak. All the way across to the far post. And coming in late was Jordan Morris. Paulo waits it into space. Great ball over the top. Roldan to hit it first time across the area. Utvig had to clear it. And the shot will go just wide off of the right foot of Albert Rusnak. Sprinting away from the pressure from Kubas. Jordan Morris, edge of the 18, ears pinned back to get to the inline. Cuts it back onto his right foot. Nuhu will chip it into the area. Takaoka had to come. He didn't get a touch to it, but it was Tristan Blackman who came to the rescue. Still alive though for Seattle in the attacking end. Utvik into the feet of Brian White, who will relay it out wide. Ryan Gauld back at the center circle. While Rami Toshan tries to restore some order, see what we see here. Because the ball came into White, but it...
After review, number 25 Green committed a serious foul play offense. The final decision is red card.
Wow. There you see the wave off of the yellow, and after a VAR decision, a red card here late in the first half to Jackson Reagan. Seems a bit harsh to me, Heath.
Seems really harsh. But again, as we started to watch that replay go forward and back, more and more.
Seattle with all sorts of players stacked up around the penalty spot. Chipped in to the edge of the 6 and headed down and wide. And you would expect for Yohei Takaoka and the Vancouver defense, these are about the extent of the chances they'll have to defend here. Good ball in, and again, it's headed wide. Seattle players making claims for another second half corner, and they will get it. Have added their name to the scoring summary. Yemar, Vargas, giveaway at the top of the area. Adekube swinging it to the penalty spot, and there's the goal! Ryan Gauld, the man who went down to draw the first half red card, has now given Vancouver the lead on the road.
Make the most of it. They try to force the ball out, a quick play. This is the cutback. Fantastic vision there. It's exactly why you make that switch. You've got a natural left-footed player now able to put his head up, cut that ball to the penalty spot, and a phenomenal finish for Gauld, who hasn't been all that active or had to do all that much. So you see that was a moment there where they had a chance to set up, send a few more numbers forward, and try to take a calculated risk on a long throw-in. That's what you start grasping for. Your chances and your possession, so rare. Get more time, all of his time off the bench so far, but you would expect as they get into May, June, July, August, where you're playing 8-9 matches a month.
Turnover again, and a chance to double the lead, and they do! It's the second time tonight a turnover has been costly, and this time it's Brian White. 2-0 Vancouver.
You see him just apply pressure, 2 against 1. He tries to dribble through that. And then he regains his composure and just slots it home. Again, Arriaga just trying to keep the ball. Great little finish, good pressure from Vancouver, and recognition again of a moment where they were vulnerable. And he's got so many options from there. And as his finishing has continued to improve throughout his career, he's not going to miss much from that position. That's probably what was on the board, so.
Here is Ali Ahmed, and rolled up on. And that's going to be a straight red for Alex Roldan.
Oh yeah, that's there's no argument there. There's no need to go to a booth or even take a look at from another angle. That is just a full lunge with intensity, and that could come with some extra games on the back of that one. And I don't think Vanni Sartini thought that this is how the win would come, but
Raposo clipping it in, and it's 3. No, on the doorstep. Huge save from Stefan Fry. And then the veteran goalkeeper takes a knock from Brian White, who is then shown a yellow card. Herdman, good turn at the top of the 18, lets the shot go. Stefan Fry did have it covered going down to his right side. Means that they'll know more next week on how long it'll be until they get him back. Corner driven in to the far post. Musovski there, so too is Yamar in front, and Takaoka's biggest save of the night to preserve the shutout here in stoppage time.
yeah, that's a moment that brings that back to life, obviously.
Many Seattle fans have headed for the exits, and there is the final whistle from Rami Touchon. All the way back to 2016, the last time Vancouver claimed a win in MLS play here in Seattle.